Hey everyone, I'm back. All right, so time for the bracelet, as I mentioned in the last tutorial. This is the gold that, as you know, those who've seen the last tutorial when I made this cane, is part Fimo gold and part Primo gold. I decided to go with this cuff bracelet, and this measures, I don't know, does it measure 1 inch? I was going to do this one, but I decided not to because I wanted to get a nice size flower in it. And this one here, I would have to put a fair amount smaller flower in it. You can see I've done my beads with that scrap clay, and I'll be baking those at the same time too. And I'm going to be using some of this petal that was left over from making this flower cane. So I've already rolled this out to fit this. It's a little bit bigger. I rolled it out on a 2, so I will be able to trim the edges carefully. I don't think I took off too much. Nope, I didn't. I'm just gonna wake this up a little bit because I haven't touched it since then, so I will reduce it some. I'm not worried about pain in my shoulder. I'm not worried about this being perfect when I put it on. But anyway, you'll see what I mean. You hear noises upstairs, the door is open. I tend to leave it open because my cats like to come down and visit me. Just gonna cut this one off just because it was a little bulgy. I can still use it if I want to, but I'm going to set it, whoops, over there. Yep, sticking to my fingers. So let's cut some thin slices off. And I don't plan on overloading it. Every time I cut, I like to roll because it does squish it. Off you come. And yeah, I'm not the greatest at cutting. Well, first of all, it's too far away. I can't really see what I'm doing. But it doesn't matter. I'm not worried about perfection when it comes to this. Sometimes I am, sometimes I'm not. And these days, I'm just kind of a carefree-go-lucky person. Let's see how much this is going to get us. This one here is a little bit on the thick side, but I'm not worried. I'm just going to squeeze it. Squeeze it. Adjust it a little bit. I'll put this one here approximately in the middle. It's far from approximately in the middle. Oh, my eyes. I made an eye appointment like a few months ago, and it still isn't until May. I keep saying, like, where I've been sick and waiting for appointments and tests. It's like, Mother going to be dead by the time I get everything done, or I'm going to be better again. I'm hoping for the better one, but you know, just saying. I'm going to stick them on too tight in case I want to move them. Again, just squishing it and sticking it. I'm going to put this one on the end, and I'm going to put this deformed one on this end because it will be trimmed, and what's the point? So now I'm just going to chop some of these petals off. It's going to be a fast one. I've prepped everything ahead of time, and we've already done the cane, so it's going to be a short tutorial. That's fine. Not everybody has time to sit and watch longer ones, but sometimes we can't help the longer ones because, you know, there's things you have to do and things you need to show. So I'm just going to reshape the petal. I'm just going to stick them wherever I feel like it. I don't want a lot of these either. And I'm not putting them all facing the same way. I want them scattered. I feel like a sneeze is coming on. Yep. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Hope I'm not coming down with something because I plan on trying to go back to work on Monday. That'll be interesting. There, that's all I want. That's it. Now, I need to find a piece of paper. Oh, I got a ton of it right here. And first I'm just going to use my fingers to burnish it all in. And then when I get tired of doing it this way, I'm going to get my roller and do it this way. And again, I don't care if it gets deformed in the shape of the flower. That does not bother me. Not one little bit. Yeah, see how it's looking. Oh, almost there. I need to get it all nice and blended. Looks pretty good. Let me lift it up. And turn it around. Just gonna roll it. It's probably as best I'm gonna get, especially where you've got mica powder in it. I'm guessing. And now I need this. I need this. I want this one in the middle. So that's about the middle. I want to make sure I cut off the same on both sides. There, like so. And again, I'm going to lose most of this one, which I figured I would. And the same as the other end. But at least it's going to be kind of matchy, right? So now, without getting any massive fingerprints on it, I'm just going to tap it on lightly and trim it. Sticky wickies. I don't know if it's just me, but I get this satisfaction when I trim it like this. It's weird. I know, I'm weird. It's like, oh, that's so cool. And we will be putting in an inside piece too after the fact. Stop distorting it, Ange. And then I gotta wipe my fingers off because they're getting sticky and full of clay. Excuse me. Oh, that piece there that I've got sitting, that was just an end piece that I cut off, in case you're wondering. Which probably not, but I just thought I'd mention it. I haven't decided what I was doing with my beads. I was thinking maybe I could do some earrings or a bracelet. I'll show you after anyway what I decide to do with it. Might do, I don't know. I might be able to do both. Maybe I'll do both. All right, this is ready for the oven. And just make sure there's no fingerprints on it and it's nice and smooth. And no marks like this on it. Like it's probably, you know, me sticking my nail in it or something. It's usually a sign you better chop them off, Ange. Just where I've been home, they've been growing like crazy. And, you know, normally I'm working and busting them off. But there we go. I'll bake that. I've been baking on 250. Everything actually, no matter what clay I'm using, for an hour. And that's from a cold oven. Then I shut it off and I let it set there for a little bit and before I haul it out. But there we go. I just see I stuck my finger in it again. I felt it. I get these trembles, you know. Not sure why. Drive myself crazy. Anyway, so I'm going to put this in the oven for an hour along with my beads. And when it's finished, I'll be back. You'll see me like in, you know, one of those, what do you call it, like a flash or... Anyway, see you in a minute. Okay, so we're back. I rolled out some more of that gold. This is still on the bracelet template, so it's easy to come off. Just going to peel it off. It's all nice and cool because it's the next day. Anyway, yeah, head plugged up again. Yay me. It's a little rough on the edges. I don't think I'm going to worry about that right now because I didn't think to haul out any sandpaper. And anyway, I'm putting this on it, so it should be okay. So I have Clear Liquid Poly Clay. I'm using this one only because it's handy. It's not because it's any better or less better or whatever from what I usually use. Just happens to be the one I have. I'm going to use my sponge, and I'm going to use this part because I used it with black, and see, I'm still getting black out of it. So I'm just going to use the side here to make some impression texture on the back of my clay to put on the bracelet. Yeah, me and my allergies or whatever's happening to me. It's always something, you know. But see, here's a piece of black clay. I just don't want it in my gold. I know it's on the inside, but I don't want it at all. I'm thinking I'm going to have to go upstairs and wash this with some soap and water to get it out. I tried just a wipe down here, and it helps some, but not enough. Or I can use some scrap clay and see if I can get it out with that. But I don't know. I'm not going to worry about it right now. I was going to get my other one that I use, but excuse me, I couldn't find it. Can't imagine why, if you could see the mess on my desk. It's all those projects I have going. I never have just one. Excuse me, I apologize for my head being so plugged up. It's okay if I'm up walking around. It's not completely okay, but it's not as bad as if I sit down, and I definitely can't lay down. That should be enough texture. Then I'm going to take, maybe I'll do that after if I don't forget. Oh, excuse me. I didn't get much sleep last night because of my head being so plugged up. I'm just trying to find my little stamp where I have my initials in there. Well, UJD. It's always right here. Anyway, I'll look for it. It can't be far because, oops, sorry about that. I hit the cord. So I use it all the time. But again, you could see what's going on here. I have glue. I have buffing stuff. I have water. I have all of these that I've done. Scissors. Let's put the scissors away. I don't need them right now. nail stuff. I'm going to stop now because I'm just embarrassing myself now. Yeah, files and cutters and paper. Cardstock, actually. And here's my thing that I made. My UJD. Which I want to put right here in the middle. But, see, more black. I could easily do that too when I already have it in. Just to make sure it's centered good. Yeah, well, you know what? That's going to stay just like that. Oh, excuse me. Crazy glue. Drill bit. Paintbrush. Yeah, all kinds of stuff here. But that's what I've been working with. I've been doing things. Putting my jewelry together, earrings and pendants, and yeah, no. Anyway, just put a little bit in here. Let me get back here in camera shot. You don't need a lot of this stuff. Just need a nice thin coat. Even just that little bit I put in there, it's more than enough. There. I think this came out nice, and like I said, I am not a gold person. I need one of my wipes to wipe my fingers. And I'm going to pick this up, fold it like so, because I want to make sure that that goes in the middle of it. And then just tap, tap, tap it in. See, it's very flexible. Yeah, make sure you put it back together properly. Oh my goodness. I'm going to put a jump ring in the end of this too after I trim it. Oh, I am so sorry. You'd have to hear me like this. Just, you know, one of the things I've been going through. But, you know, I am allergic to cats, so it's kind of self-inflicted. I'm not kind of allergic to them, I am. My doctor in Halifax says, no cats for you, get a dog. Because I'm not as allergic to dogs as I am to cats. But I'm a cat lover. And I told him, I said, I'm not getting rid of my cats. Not happening. Nope. Conversation over. So it's just a matter of I need to be really, really clean and dusting and, you know, all that stuff. Which I'm sure most people know when you have allergies, right? Just want to make sure it's nice and smooth. I will take my texture and go over this again too, by the way, if I need to. Right now it's looking pretty good. All right, let's do this end. Oh, excuse me. I should use a sharp end. That'd probably work better, don't you think? Don't mind me. All right, let me get a couple of those. I'll stick that in there now. Those jump rings. I want a good size one. Ones I have over here are a bit different shade of gold as opposed to these ones I have. But I don't think that's going to be big enough. And these I have a lot of different sizes. So I think I'm going to go with this. Because I like something bigger, like this, or even that one. Yeah. We'll do those two. And the whole part is going to go on the inside of the clay. Now I haven't pushed that on real hard yet, so I should be able to haul it out quite easily. Let me see if I have my little... I know it's back here because I've seen it. There it is. Oh, if I can get it. There we go. What was on that? I don't know. Probably clay. What else would it be? Ha ha ha. I'm just going to peel that out. Like so. Let's see, there's the hole. I think I need some liquid clay in there maybe. Let's do it. Why not? I don't need a ton. It should hold it fine, but you know, better to be safe than sorry. Now if I can pick it up with my messed up nails. You see? You can't see. I can barely see it. But the hole's down there. And then just squeeze it back. Like that. Whoops. Tipsy-turvy fingers. Well, it's a miserable day out today. Raining. Was snow when I got up this morning. There was snow on the ground. It's like, did Mother Nature forget we're in, well, if there's such a thing as Mother Nature. I've never met her. Did she forget, like, it's March? Like, March. But our March can be either or. It can be beautiful, or it can be cold. And snowy, and wet, and right now it's raining a lot. Try and peel that one open. There we go. So, you know, I've just been doing laundry and cooking and cleaning and all that stuff before I finally get back to work on Monday. Yay, yay. Now I want these to be about the same. Yep. Looking good. Good in the hood. Yeah, I made my own because I don't know where people get these things made from. I'm sure I could probably find a place around here, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if anybody does anything around here anymore. Yeah, got a fingerprint there or a nail print or something. Now let's put it up like this. And I'm just going to tap the edges. So they look all nice and neat. And do the other side without flipping it all over the place. And this will go back in the oven again. For an hour. I like to make sure that they're nicely baked. There we go. Oh, I don't like that. Let's fix that one up again. That's better. Always go over your work over and over and over again. Okay, so that's going to go in the oven. I put it on paper. Oh, excuse me. I'm going to try this for a clasp. I've never used these ones before, but we're going to see how it goes. Anyway, if I don't like it, I'll do something different. Okay, so I'm going to bake it 250 for an hour. And when it's done, I'll be back. See you in a minute. Okay, I'm back. So the oven. And it's still a little warm. But here it is. I just put a magnetic clasp on it. I just find it easier. I just find it hard to even use anything to hook it up. It's better than not putting a necklace on. Yeah, I really like these. Never thought I'd ever use the gold ones because, again, I don't make gold stuff. But I do have some in here. I can't remember where I got these. You know, I'm thinking that I got these off of Alley. I think I got, because I've seen somebody use them, and that's where they got them, and that's where I ordered them from. Anyway, they're pretty nice. They're good for bracelets when it comes to this kind of a thing. Anyway, I hope you liked the tutorial. I'll show you what else I made. I almost forgot. I did do up some little earrings. Make sure I got the right, yep, these are the right ones. Flip them around the right way. I'm all thumbs here. So I did make some earrings, and I put in some little gold findings. I thought these were kind of cute. And they match the bracelet. And I did another pair with a different gold finding. And the beads I made, I just did a little stretchy bracelet and just shoved some stuff in there. It's a little, I don't know, maybe a little bit too much, but anyway, that's what I did. So again, hope you enjoyed the tutorial. I'm going to see if I can find some pictures of my cats, Maggie and Mo, my Maine Coons, to add at the end of this. And I'll see you in the next tutorial. Take care. Bye now.